Hello guys, back for part 2 of Percy Jackson movie reviews. The last and final movie that has only been made. Okay, that's already, okay, anyway, before I confuse myself anymore. Percy Jackson and the Sea Monster for the second installment of the Percy Jackson book and movie franchise, so sorry, which has already left us off the cliffhanger thing. We'll be back for more. I must say I was a little bit more impressed with this movie than I was with the first one, as you saw previously just a few minutes ago. This movie was actually done a lot better. They got a blonde and a Beth. I really did make a big deal of that. It's so bad. Grover's still the same, but I guess I can live with this. Percy's the same in the sense that we're now getting the more vulnerable side of Percy, and I'll get into that in a second, character development. They got Mr. D. You know how happy I am about this. Mr. D is Dionysus, the god of wine, insanity, and party, and God, thank God for him. And being played by Stanley Tucci. I can't say names, okay? I'm horrible, and I'm trying to, like, there's a piece of hair, and I can see it. I can see it, it's messing with me. Okay. And he did a perfect job. I knew from seeing him in the Hunger Games and Burlesque and all the other movies before that he was a good actor, and he was just great in this role. We got Clarice finally. There are a lot of people who are not very happy with the actress, being that we thought of her being more masculine and manly-ish than girls, and big. When we thought big, we thought muscular, not chest. I didn't think she was that big in the chest. That's so wrong on so many levels. But she did really good. She had that snarky, I'll kick your ass, Jackson attitude, and I loved her. It's amazing. This one dealt, we also had Tyson. I'm so sorry, I have to explain who Tyson is. Tyson is Percy's half-brother, half-Cyclops, and he's just adorable. He's this cute little awkward little boy who just, well, not little, he's really, really tall. Because Cyclops, he had tall. But he's like quirky, and they did him perfectly well, and they also established the hatred between him and how the hatred that Annabeth has of him because of her previous past. And they explain that. They explain who Thalia is. Not Thalia! Am I saying it wrong? Is it me? I think it is me, but I'm going to still call her Thalia. Because it's Thalia. Thalia, not Talia. The H it's there. The H is there. I'm not imagining it. I'm saying it wrong. I'll give it to my mother and see if she'll tell me the right pronunciation. Watch, I'll be wrong. But anyway, that irked me. But it also shows the relationship that she had to, I'm calling her Thalia, can't tell me differently, of Thalia/Talia. And, oh God, Luke, who was the villain last episode, who actually did all the problems in the son of Hermes. If I didn't explain that before, I'm so sorry. He is the son of Hermes, who hates his father, hates the gods, and wants them gone, and wants to start a new era of civilization, which he explains in this movie later on, but actually in the beginning, with the attack of the bulls, which I loved. Oh, I loved the chaos it had. Oh my God, I'm morbid. I need help. But it had the chaos and the perfection to it that it did in the books. They did it much better this time. I honestly gotta think they changed why it took them so long to bring this movie out. Because they had to make a lot of changes to it. They had to do a lot of things because of such negative reviews it got from book lovers, fans, and they didn't get really good reviews. The first movie, I mean. The second movie, I think, got a lot of good reviews. I really do see it, and the fans really did love it. And they did a lot of things right in this movie. They got a new Chiron. Oh my God. There's two people who have the same name. They did him right. He finally has this proper, more of like a suitish kind of thing going on. He looks more proper, like the not English teacher. Oh, was he, oh, maybe he's a Latin teacher. I'm so sorry. A Latin teacher, and he looks more like a teacher, more professional than he was in the book. And they got him right. I really enjoyed that, though I'm a little upset they didn't have the wedding scene, or which is like it's really funny. You have to read the book, and I can't really explain it in one review, and I don't really want to. If you want me to do a personal review of the books, maybe I will, maybe I won't. One day when I have time in my life. But I didn't have a lot of few things that I really expected. Like, Tyson and Percy are supposed to know each other beforehand as friends, and that was supposed to be it. But, go right into the character development before I go anywhere else. They had a lot more character development on Annabeth's side, why she so hated towards Cyclops, because her best friend died protecting them from 2 Cyclopses. So that's not how it happened in the book, but close enough that I can live with it. And you should live with it too. And it explains a lot, and it explains how she totally starts to grow, how Tyson grows on her, because he's just this quirky person. He's a boy, and he doesn't mean any harm. And he doesn't want to hurt anybody, he just wants to help. And he just has so much faith in his brother, Percy, and his father, Poseidon. Anybody see the connection there? And sorry, my nose itches like really weirdly, and I'm trying to do it like nonchalantly as covering my mouth. Nonchalantly. But going right in, we also start to realize that Percy's having a bit of a ego deflator. He has a big ego. He came back and saved the campus. He saved the world from a World War III. Nobody saw that. World War III. No, I did 6. God, oh God, I'm an idiot. How do people deal with me? Well, that's right, you know. Alright. He does it very well in portraying that, where are you, Dad? You helped me out before. I heard you helped me out before. I'm asking for your help now. I'm asking your son. And it puts in that God reference where the gods can't help their children. It's a rule in the book the gods cannot interfere in their children's lives, because then they lose sight of who they are as gods and their positions in life. And he does it, and he's lost, and then he gets really mad because he does have a hatred toward Tyson in the book of, why did Dad do this to you? Why is Dad answering your responsibility, not me? It does come down to that, and later he realizes how much he had until he lost it, when he does lose Tyson in a brief moment where he thought Tyson was dead, and he really regrets it. And sorry, I'm having like scenes playing in my head, and I'm trying to explain at the same time. It was really well done of how he loses faith in his father. He does lose faith in his father. People think he was so loyal to his father, but he's not. Percy's fatal flaw is personal loyalty, or not, is it personal loyalty? It's one of the two. He's very fiercely loyal to his friends and his family, and he could possibly give up the whole entire world just to save them, and that's really hard, especially because he's the chosen one for a prophecy. Speaking of the prophecy, I'm not too happy they put it out in this one. They should have waited until, I think, the 3rd book is when it comes, 3rd or 4th book, they're fully realized. Yeah, it's the 3rd book, of when a half-blood of a child of the Great Three will either cause Olympus to fall or to rise. A cursed blade will end all days. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but it's a strong prophecy. And the Oracle said that not like how they did her, but they didn't do it in the hippie. They did do it in the hippie style. I'm so sorry. They did her well. They did that very well. And the prophecy, I don't think it should have been mentioned too soon. But it was, and it's there. And okay, I can't deny it that it's there, and it's going to come up in the next movie, and it's supposed to, because it's a major plot dealer in the next movie. But that's okay. It can be put up now. I don't mind. Spoiler alert coming up. The ending. Don't create your... I sat here in the movie theater, and I was enjoying the movie. I was really enjoying it. And I saw the trailer, and I was like praying to God it could be like one of those deleted scenes they put in the trailer that make it better. It wasn't. What are you doing in there, Kronos? You don't exist in this book yet. Well, you do in a box. In a golden box. You don't exist yet. You didn't get the fleece. What you doing? What are you doing in here? You don't belong in the movie yet. But we all know he's gonna come back. Y'all know Luke's gonna live. There's no way to kill off Luke, because if you kill off Luke, you really just have to go find another person who's going to die, unless they're going to kill off Annabeth. But that didn't happen. They tried to kill off Annabeth, because Annabeth didn't die in the book. She didn't even come close to dying. She was in a state of coma, but she wasn't even close to dying. Well, I guess coma. So. And again, that shows more on Annabeth and Percy's relationship, that they are developing a lot more into the that whole, I'm almost 100% positive they're a freaking couple in this movie. Like, just from the beginning to the ending scene, they're a couple. Can't deny me otherwise. But that was really good. The relationships have gotten better. There are a few things that bother me that weren't in the book, but I guess I'll live with them. They're not a huge deal. Like, I mean, yeah, they are, because Selena Beauregard is mentioned, and nobody knew about her. Like, they knew of her because she was an Aphrodite girl, really pretty, very nice, head of the cabin, who falls in love with Charles Beckendorf, a hepatitis kid, and she falls in love with him. And that's a cute little mini side story that's years later on, and that's really sad and really important to the plot. She was never known to be a bad guy in the first few books. It wasn't until the last book where it was known that she was a traitor. Spoiler alert. I'm so late on my spoiler alerts, I'm so sorry. Well, if you're watching this, you know the movie and the books. Anyway, or I hope you do. But that was done well. The scenery, once again, was very well done. Using Percy's powers is very well done. A different way of killing off Tyson, or make it look like they killed off Tyson, was very well done. Though it does add on to a little bit of Percy's hatred to his brother. Not really, it does. But everything was done well. I thought it was really, really done. It was really good. I really enjoyed this a lot more than I did, because there was a part, of course the ending I was like, you can't create your own movie logic. But they do mention it in the end of, I don't think this was what the prophecy was saying. Something more is happening. Because they have that moment where they're kind of like, something's not right here. Something bigger, scarier is coming our way. They did mess up some of the Greek mythology tales, I must add, and that wasn't okay. I guess you can understand why you want to, but I'm glad they made the changes to it. The director is still really good. I really enjoy the directors and the screenplay writers and the actors, because they portray their characters the way that are written for them, and they do the emotion, and I think they're really great actors, and I think they do really, really well. And I'm really glad that they did this, and oh gosh, I don't have anything else to say. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. I really did. There were a few things I didn't really like, and that's okay. That's okay not to have liked all the time in the movie, but it was good. It was well written, well done, well effects. Music was perfect. Cause oh my god, I have to have one of those reviews of why I love music in movies so much. It's because music are essential for setting the mood, the tone, whether it's dark, serious, hilarious, romantic. Kidding. Oh my god, it's somebody from. Pretty sure. Anyway, they did them well. I thought it was very well done, and I'm glad I went and saw it. I just can't wait because they put Tally at the end, and I'm very, very interested to see how they're gonna play this off. Because I know who's next. My little Nico, son of Hades, and of course his sister Bianca and the Hunters. And it's going to be a lot more fun. I hope they incorporate the gods a lot more in this, because gods are a major part in it. They all play a part. I loved Hermes. I'm sorry I did not mention that. Hermes was classic. Because Hermes really does narrow that down, where family is key, and how you don't give up on family. And that's the main thing of this book. It's a family thing. It's a kid thing. And I couldn't really put it into words, and you have to read the book. It's one of those things you have to read the book to understand. Like, you could watch a whole superhero movie and understand it perfectly, and you probably could have watched this movie and understand it perfectly, but you would have to read the books that go along with it to understand everything. So, thank you. Please leave a comment, like this video, questions, concerns, message me. Keep watching my channel. This is my last review for the day because I'm too tired to do anymore. Love you. Bye. Thanks for watching.